It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for coming out to see this production of International Accordion Kings. This is the last night of a three-show run. We started in Baton Rouge, went to Lake Charles last night, and we're going to give you the full force of what we got tonight. All right, we're going to start with Alex Meixner from New Braunfels, Texas. He's going to give you some polka music to wake you up. Thank you. Alex, we're going to go down the road to San Antonio, Texas with Josh and Max Baca.
Te quiero por toda la vida, porque tú eres mi adoración. Sabes que te quiero y que nunca te he olvidado. Te lo juro, mi Marina, nunca te olvidaré. Sabes que te quiero y que nunca te he olvidado. Te lo juro, mi Marina, nunca te olvidaré. Marina, 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 I love you with all of my heart. My love for you, dear, is forever, and I pray that we'll never part. Sabes que te quiero y que nunca te he olvidado. Te lo juro, mi Marina, nunca te olvidaré. Sabes que te quiero y que nunca te he olvidado. Te lo juro, mi Marina, nunca te olvidaré.
Gracias, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh and Max. This is my son, Burke Riley, on guitar. And this is the first of the shows he makes. And he had, other activities that 14-year-olds have. And but anyway, it's good to have him here with me tonight. Luckily, he didn't have a soccer game or soccer practice. We're going to do a little song about, it's called Tigalo pour la Pointe-au-Pain. Pointe-au-Pain is a suburb of Mamou. And there's not much there. There's an airstrip for crop dusters. And they had a good stop for Mardi Gras where they would throw a lot of chickens. And they still do. So Tigalo pour la Pointe-au-Pain means just get on the horse and go to Pine Point. Yo. La plus vive, la bande, elle est la plus mignonne, elle est la plus jolie, elle a les yeux canailles. Il part ta maman que j'ai cuté ton bec, il part ton pas que j'avais pas mon tête. Tigalo, mais pour la pointe au pain, Tigalo, mais pour la pointe au pain. Très jolie, mais non, les mots c'est de là, mais si c'est pas c'est de là, mais je veux pas ni tu. La plus vive, la bande, elle est la plus mignonne, elle est la plus jolie, elle a les yeux canailles. Il part ta maman que j'ai goûté ton bec, il part ton pas que j'avais ma mon tête. Tigalo, mais pour la pointe au pain, Tigalo, mais pour la pointe au pain. Elle est jolie, mais non, et moi c'est là, mais si c'est pas c'est là, mais je me bats ni tu. Thank you. Right next to me is the great Creole fiddler and accordionist, Cedric Watson, everybody.
How y'all doing? So I'm rolling solo, okay? And sometimes I like it like that. But I'm playing a double roll accordion, and yeah, I'm gonna play y'all a little number right here. It's a Zydeco tune. Yeah, I like the way you dress. That style. I bet you can Zydeco dance too, huh? Look like it. Front porch style. Take it back. Comment je vais faire? Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, mon cœur fait mal. Toi dis-moi, si ton chagrin que tu m'as fait, qu'on t'a quitté.
Cedric Watson, y'all. We're going to move on down to New Orleans legends, Glenn Hartman, Jonathan Freilich, from the Klezmer All-Stars. Anybody know the Klezmer All-Stars here?
So it's, something that's been so fun about hanging out is usually when an accordion player is on the gig, there's only one. And so we don't get to spend a lot of time with other accordion players, maybe backstage at a festival or something, but this has been a real treat, spending so much time. Brush.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, John. You know, I think it's safe to say that everyone up here has been playing music just about their whole lives. Probably started as kids, every one of us. And, you know, I want to go back to this side of the stage and get Alex to tell you a little bit about his musical journey that he's been on with the accordion leading the way, and the music he plays, and how he started, and all that stuff.
Well, I'm the fourth generation of my family as Austrian immigrants in the United States performing Austrian Volksmusik. And we're going to generally call it under the umbrella of polka music. But polkas are something that the actual dance was invented in the middle 1800s, and it is indigenous to what we now call the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland. But that music, well, and Cedric's part Czech over there. So I mean, it's really amazing how all of this music just kind of binds us all together in some way, shape, and form. You know, the Austrians and Germans brought the accordions to what we now call Texas, and you know, influenced the Conjunto music, and all of that stuff is just something that this journey of music has been very, very awesome to live a life being surrounded with all of this. And so I tour with my own band throughout the United States, and we do like an amped up polka show that also puts jazz and rock and all kinds of other things into it. But I love getting to play the traditional music. And this instrument here is what we would call a steirische harmonica. Everybody say that? A steirische harmonica, or a push-pull accordion that comes from Styria in Austria. And this is a diatonic instrument, much like Steve's, Cedric's, and Josh's, except the system's a little different. And I have 4 different keys that I play in. And the left hand has reeds that are emulative of a heligon, which is the ancestral name of a tuba. And so that's the sound of that instrument. So, but we can play pretty music on this. And right now I'd like to play a little waltz that I composed for 2 friends of mine. We're supposed to play their wedding, and it was in November of 2020. Yeah. And so I was still living in Florida at the time, and my band had some COVID-friendly gigs in Texas, and we were going to hang out where everybody was socially distanced and everything was not like today, right? And one of the members of my band got COVID while we were on the trip. And so we ended up all having to go home, and everybody was okay, but we didn't get to play the wedding. So this was the first dance. And the bride loved bumblebees. And so this is the Bumblebee Waltz. Everybody go, ah.
Vielen Dank, meine Freunde.
Thank you, Alex. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Josh and Max, I think their journey started off in New Mexico, but they're in San Antonio, and I know that the music that they learned early on was from their family. I read a funny quote about Josh on accordion. When I was looking him up on Wikipedia, it said, as a child, Josh had a routine of waking up, taking a bottle, playing the accordion, taking a nap, waking up, playing the accordion, taking a bottle, and it's a routine that he continues to this day. But I also heard today that Josh learned to play when he was so young, he cannot remember when he started learning. Is that correct?
I'm still amazed that you looked me up on Wikipedia. I come from a generation of accordionists. My great-grandfather was an accordion player, World War I, and my grandfather was an accordionist from World War. He was served in World War II. He brought over an accordion, and also my father plays accordion, and well, my uncle Max here played accordion, and then he traded, and he decided to play the bajo. This other instrument, we'll tell you about it. But anyways, I come from a generation of accordionists. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, born and raised. And the music I play is Tex-Mex Conjunto music. The word conjunto means pretty much together, or juntos, together. And it just kind of developed and turned into conjunto, As the migrant farm workers work in the fields in South Texas, some of the Europeans, when they settled, they brought over the button accordions. We started listening to the music, and we all got together, and we decided to pick up an accordion and play as well. But what we did different, Max Baca will probably tell you here a little bit.
Hi, I'm Max Baca, and I play this instrument called the bajo sexto. And this instrument was designed to take the place of the left-hand part of the accompaniment, part of the accordion, because like when Alex was accompanying himself, like, can you do that, Alex, or real quick, like that? Like that tuba sounding thing you did? Yeah. So this instrument was designed to take the place of that. And therefore we kind of created our own sound when we incorporated the accordion and the button accordion and the bajo sexto together, which came from Paracho, Michoacan, from Spain and of course the Middle East, from the oud. And so we started hearing the Germans play and the Europeans and so forth. And so we picked up the accordion and started playing ourselves. And this is a beautiful song for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying this awesome roster of accordion players. But Kings, Accordion Kings.
This is off of a wonderful record that Flaco Jimenez. I don't know, has anybody heard of Flaco Jimenez? Flaco Jimenez has been a good friend of our families for a lot of years. And he's one of my teachers. It's one of my maestros who I learned to play the accordion from, alongside my grandfather and my father. But I believe he received the Lifetime Achievement Award with Legends and Legacies, a wonderful album produced by Dan Sheehy of the Smithsonian Folkways. This is one of my favorite songs, one of our favorite songs here. Me voy lejos.
By the way, this is my little nephew Josh on the accordion here. Here we go.
Me voy lejos para nunca recordarme de este amor que yo amé tan profundo. Era el único amor en el mundo que siempre adoraba con loca pasión. Tú te has sido la que yo quiero tanto. No me pongas tan grandes castigos. Ya no seas tan ingrata conmigo. Apiádate un poco de mi corazón. Tu retrato lo traigo aquí guardado. Cada vez que lo miro me acuerdo. Y este amor que al marcharte yo pierdo son tristes recuerdos que no olvidaré. Me voy lejos, me voy con la esperanza de volver a tus brazos, mi vida. No me dejes tan grandes castigos, yo juro quererte aunque lejos me voy. Thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. One of the first Cajun songs that a lot of people learned is one called J'ai passé devant ta porte. And my grandfather, whose name was Burke, taught me that song when I was 3 years old. And that's why Burke has the name he has. He was my first and biggest influence as a child. Exposed me to a lot of great music. And I've had the pleasure of doing that with my kids, especially when the pandemic hit. We played a lot of music together. And this song and other songs, I would teach Burke how to sing harmonies too. And at one point, I think he was 12 years old, he said, "Dad," he said, "I want you to stop teaching me how to sing vocal harmonies because I can come up with better harmonies than what you're teaching me." And I said, "You got it." And he wasn't lying. So we played a lot of music together. We even had an opportunity to make a Riley family band record, along with his younger brother Dolzy, his sister Elise, and Mama Katie, who is out there in the lobby. You can tell her hello. But here's J'ai passé devant ta porte.
Passé devant ta porte, j'ai crié Baba.
salver. Moi j'ai vu les chandelles allumées. Y a quelque chose qui me disait dans les pleurs. Oh yeah, mon cœur fait mal. J'ai passé devant ta porte, j'ai crié maman la belle, y'a personne qui m'a demandé, oh il y a mon cœur fait mal, quand j'étais c'est la porte, quand ils ont ouvert la porte, quand j'ai vu des chandelles allumées, tout le tour de ton cercueil. Thank you. All right. Move back down to Glenn and Jonathan. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Cedric. We're not going to skip you.
However y'all want to do it, you know. If y'all want to, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, finally, I got a good monitor tonight. I like this, so I can talk a lot more, but not too much. I don't want to take and go in and cut into y'all's time either, you know. Y'all's either. There's too many people to be mad at me, you know. But anyways, I grew up in a town called San Felipe, Texas. So he was joking earlier, but he wasn't joking about the Czech descendants and everything. So on my mom's side of the family, we're the first 300 and something families to ever inhabit Texas. So you had slaves that came at one point, but then Mexico changed the law and said that all of the people of color, the slavery was illegal, right? And then my great-great-great-grandfather from Spain who fought for Mexico, he was cousins with Santa Anna Lopez, the Mexican war commander. So we were some of the first families. What happened was whenever Stephen F. Austin invited the Germans and the Czechs in the arrival of the accordion and everything, well, this has nothing to do with the other side of my family from South Carolina and Louisiana and all that. But I want to start on that side because Texas, I see it as the accordion state. And why? It's because of all these different cultures that landed there, and it ended up, like my whole life, I heard accordion music. But I heard Tejano music. I heard Conjunto, Cumbia, Polka. I heard all these good styles of music from Polish people, Czech people. They were all my neighbors. And then now I know they're my cousins because I took this little DNA test or whatever. And believe it or not, I'm 13% Slavic. And growing up, you know, I'm not gonna dwell on this, but in the black culture, I find, especially among Creole people, we like to try to like claim the master side more. You know, like I'm a Frenchman, I'm Spanish, and it's like, yeah, but go to Mississippi and say that. You know, so the way I see it is, you know. So the way I see it is, I'm one of those that's a part of, I descend from all these people, and I was always taught this, but then I found out I didn't know about the Czech part. 13%, that's a lot. We were always talking about the Gonzales, the French part too. No, 13% is a lot. That's why I like beer, you know?
Yak Shamash.
And that's why I can play the accordion. So that's what I was trying to get to the point of. I got the Louisiana world and I got the Texas world, but growing up in Texas, I heard Zydeco, I heard Cajun music, I heard Polish people's playing Czech, I heard the people Czech and Bohemians though, you know, and Germans, and I heard Mexican and Tejano. So you put it all together, shit, I come from accordion land. And I'm the least talented up here on the stage. It's not about the way you, you know, the technique and everything. It's about the way you express what you can do. You know, if I had only 2 fingers, I guess I just got to do what I can with that. You know, or Jimi Hendrix. Okay, enough talking. So I'm going to take this old song by Amadé Ardoin. How many of y'all ever heard of Amadé Ardoin? He was a short black man, Creole, French speaking, didn't speak no English. Well, he recorded some of the first Louisiana recordings of the accordion, and he made this certain way of playing the skit, scat, doodle, doo. He made it very popular. So I'm going to take a song that he did, and then a song that one of his cousins did, Chris Ardoin, a recent more musician, good friend of mine. He took a song and made English words, and I took his words and made French words, so I'm going to put them all together. Bada bing, bada bang. That you would leave. You said there was no love for me, and you know that's one thing I can't believe. Stay here, my sweetie, stay with me. Ti m'as dit le jour au soir, tu voulais plus. L'aimer le seul, tu n'es quitté pour toi. Tu connais, c'est quelque chose qui dure encore. Cha petite fille, reste ici avec moi. That you would leave. You said there was no love for me, and you know that's one thing I can't believe. Stay ici avec moi, ouais, tes filles.
Thank you, Cedric. All right. We'll move on down to Glenn Hartman and John again.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, wow. So Jonathan and I have been playing music together for about 33 years, which is a good bit of time. And when I met Jonathan, I didn't even know how to play the accordion. I wanted to be an organ. He taught me, yeah. No, I want to be an organ player in a rock and roll band, which I get to do that too still. But last time I played here, I was doing that. But my dad was an accordion player, and but then he decided to go to medical school and become a doctor. But I did have his accordion, and I thought, and when we started the Klezmer All Stars, I picked it up, and I was a little confused at first. But Steve, I think we might take issue about Texas being the accordion state. I'm not really sure. What do you think?
Okay, calm down.
We'll take it up. I don't want to fight with the Bacas.
See, the Texans ain't got to argue or debate about it because there ain't no debate or argument.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where everybody's from. Wait, which one of you are from Texas?
The funny thing is that the people that live in Texas are from New Mexico and Pennsylvania, and the guy who was born in Texas now lives in Louisiana.
Right. Okay. So so we started playing this klezmer music. It's centuries old Jewish music from Eastern Europe, instrumental party music, and we came up with a kind of a way to play it in New Orleans that people liked to dance, and so we just kept playing it, and they kept dancing, and here we are today doing it. Something that Jonathan and I were talking about, which I think is kind of interesting, is that no matter how much we explain the music and the way we play it, it doesn't mean anything compared to the music itself. And so we'll just play. How about that? Here's a song that my friend wrote. It's called Hartman, Pick Up Your Accordion and Play.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, John. John, you want to say something?
Definitely. That turns into trouble. I will add this to what Glenn said. You know, there is a side to it though that isn't so bad. You know, it's like when you go see magicians, you know, and they're like, "Look, you hold the rope. You hold the cards. Now tell me what that card is." And you see, and it still doesn't make the trick not work. You know, so the thing about it's great. You know, all these people tell their stories, but sometimes music is a good excuse for people to tell you about themselves. But almost all the information that these people said, plus much more, shows up in the songs and the music, which runs through it. Almost all of the world. Frankly, we only listed part of the world, but that journey starts way back. And of course, you know, you're all in New Orleans. It's coming up to Jazz Fest week, you know. And the purveying of music starts to take over the stories. So I hope you all remember while you're listening to all of that music that if you listen really hard, you're getting the stories from about 20,000 years of people.
I'm so glad we gave John a microphone.
I rode with him in the car for 4 hours today. It's like this.
You know, I say to people a lot of times, you know, a poor house in South Louisiana, a poor home is one without an accordion. And I don't know if that's how it is in Texas, but you know, there are.
It is.
You know, many years ago, I decided I was gonna get a bunch of instruments, get accordions, guitars, and go into the school's percussion instruments and teach kids how to play Cajun music. And a lot of the schools, it was just me cold calling them. Hey, I want to do this at your school with your kids, and it was young kids, and a lot of schools agreed to it. They were like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, let's do it. We'll sign them up, and we'll do whichever way you want to do it as far as payment and whatever. And so, but I needed accordions. So on Facebook, I said, does anyone have accordions they're not using? I'm telling you. So many people had accordions in their closets that they weren't using. And so I got probably 10 accordions. And yeah, I still have them today. This is 10 years later. They haven't called wanting them back, so.
You got 10 accordions? You got mad at me for playing yours?
But anyway, I stopped doing the in-school program. I do it all online now, but I still have those accordions, and but they're in good hands.
Should put one of them in my hands.
You know, we did this show in 2020, and right after that, the world shut down. And this past November, Max and Josh and I were at the Hilltop Cafe in Fredericksburg, Texas, playing a show together. And Max said, man, we should get that Accordion Kings thing going again. And I said, man, that's a good idea. And all these guys were on it, except for Burke and Cedric, when we did it in 2020. And it's really good to be doing it again. And it's so much fun. We're so much alike. We have so much to talk about. You know, we're like, I don't know, what would you call it? Just a flock of seagulls.
Friends? I call it friends, Steve.
That's a good. We'll just go with that word.
Yeah, we're lucky.
You just can't talk to anybody like you can talk to these guys, though. Is what I'm trying to say.
Hey, Jonathan, we said we were going to have that test. So Benchy Reeds, tell me a little bit about Benchy Reeds and Blue Star Reeds.
Oh my God,
and,
you're right. You know, I learned more about accordion reeds on this than I ever knew before, and you know, and I learned about single row, double row, triple row,
4-row.
4-row. He's got 4-row accordion. I mean, I was just talking 3-row until I started talking to Alex an hour later. I mean, it was within an hour we're into that. And, you know, yeah, so I learned about that, and I learned about the sad loss of burned down accordion factories in Italy. I've learned about...
We're trying to have a good time, man.
Hey, Cedric, tell us a joke.
Listen, you know, the accordion is very deep. All right. You may not think so, but I'll tell you what, it rises way above a banjo, and everybody knows this.
Well, so I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, folks, so we have some merchandise. So before you all leave, please visit everybody has some CDs. All the musicians up here have CDs, T-shirts, caps, whatever. And you can buy one for your neighbor if you like. It's fine with us. Hey, it's not that we need the money. It's the people we owe.
I don't really have any, I have nothing here to sell you, but I have some things I can tell you. I'll take you on a grand tour. But if you go on iTunes and all that, you can find a lot of my music on there and buy it offline, or just listen to it for free on Spotify. But I definitely could use your shillings to help me pay my billings, you know? But no, I don't really have anything like that. But I'll show you my Venmo code. You can give me some tips. That'd be nice.
Just food for thought.
So for this next round, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna before you got here, and sometimes when I show up and for sound check, there's always a lot of jamming going on this side of the stage. This is the wild side of the stage over here. These guys are sitting down playing the most complicated polkas, and I don't know what all they're playing, but
You're
it's
too modest, Steve. You know.
it's amazing.
technically.
So I would like for Alex to kick off something, and see if Josh and Max can jump in, and we'll go down the line and see what happens.
Well, the last few nights I've been starting with like some Ozzy Osbourne, or I was thinking, which is one of the things, but I think I'm going to just go because I've been listening to Max talk about how the Mexicans are faster, and so I decided that I'm going to start off. Josh and I were playing a little song that I wrote on my album that's called Make Some Noise. It's called Make Some Noise. And it's a little song that's called Hey Diendl, or Hey Girl, okay? It's in C. And then it's going to go to F. You'll remember it. We just played it about an hour ago. Okay. You'll catch in there, Max.
Okay. I'd like to see people dance to that.
Yeah.
I want what he's having. I'll take 2 of them.
You got anything for us, Josh?
What did you say, Steve?
You got something for us?
Oh, let me see.
Something.
You want to
I'd
pass
like to
one?
say hello to a special person in the house, Mr. Joe Cabral, one of my favorite musicians out here. One of my favorite. I'm a big fan of the Iguanas from New Orleans, y'all. If you don't know the Iguanas, please, Mr. Joe Cabral, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming out. Yeah, you right.
Hey, Joe.
But let's see here. Do you want to hear something fast, something slow, something half? All right. We should slow it down. We want to slow it down.
We can't. That's too fast. My God. But it was nice though, Alex. It's beautiful.
I'm trying, Max.
Yeah, there's something we can all play to. Okay, it's in G.
Yeah, everybody
beautiful
can
waltz.
just jump in, fit in where you fit in. You'll fit it. El Salvador Waltz, a waltz composed by Mr. Narciso Martinez in 1930, pioneer credited to adding the accordion in the state of Texas on vinyl, you read.
78s.
Thanks, y'all. Here's a little something we could probably all play and sing. You as well.
J'étais au bar, y a pas longtemps. J'étais au bar, voir les bons temps. Et là j'ai vu une belle petite fille, qui dansait pas. Et je l'ai demandé, allons danser, oui pour danser, allons danser, à la matinée, allons danser, qu'on ne sait pas, allons danser, viens dans mes bras, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons jouer les arts, allons danser, allons s'amuser. Alex, what you got? It's Cedric Watson now. Allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons s'amuser, allons danser, viens dans mes bras, allons danser, allons au bar, allons danser, viens dans mes bras, allons danser, Glenn Hartman. Y'all sing it now. Allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons danser, allons s'amuser, allons danser, viens dans mes bras, allons danser, allons au bar, allons danser, viens dans mes bras, allons danser, allons danser. Hey Josh, you take it.
All right, thank you so much.
Mr. Steve Riley, ladies and gentlemen.
So a lot of y'all, if you're in tune with like the history of this area and the history of the Haitian and the Dominican and all this connection that has to do also Caribbean and New Orleans going on, well, I like merengue music. I like a lot of Haitian music too and compa. So I want to play a song. I'm gonna sing it in Spanish. And I can't speak Spanish too well. Like you can ask them. I was speaking like caveman Spanish last night backstage.
No, we don't call it caveman Spanish. Where we come from, we call it vario Spanish. We know what you're trying to say.
But I'm gonna try to learn a little bit. But when I sing it though, I hope that you can actually understand me. You know? Okay.
Got you.
All right. Ooga booga. All right. I hope it don't sound like that to you. Juanita Mecho, que tú me tienes puesto. Juanita Mecho, que tú me tienes puesto. A darme un beso cuando me acuesto. A darme un beso cuando me acuesto. La quiero y quien me lo quita. La quiero y quien me lo quita. Yo me la llevé desde muchachita. Yo me la llevé, amigo, desde jovencita. Juanita Mecho, que tú me tienes puesto. Juanita Mecho, que tú me tienes puesto. A darme un beso cuando me acuesto. A darme un beso cuando me acuesto. La quiero y quien me lo quita. La quiero y quien me lo quita. Yo me la llevé desde muchachita. Yo me la llevé desde jovencita. Hola, 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 hola de la mar. Hola, 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 ola de la mar. Qué bonita ola para navegar. Qué bonita ola para navegar.
Yeah, Cedric Watson, y'all.
Sorry, I had to do it. Oh, y'all are good. I remember when I got my first Steve Riley record. Yep, that's true. So we have the Klezmer All-Stars have a new album. Joe Cabral's not only in the Iguanas, he's also in the Klezmer All-Stars. That's right. Our favorite, Joe Cabral. But it's the records Who's there? I can't see him. Is that Doug Garrison? Oh,
also in the Iguana.
Also in the Iguanas and the Klezmer.
Klezmer All-Stars.
But we have a new record out. It's not even getting released till next week, but we have it here. It's called Typisch, which is a Yiddish word, which is easy to say, which is why we chose it for the name of the record. It means typical, typisch, typical. But here's a tune off the record. It's we're going to try to play at least part of it. It's called the Detox Hora. It's about detoxification. But it's in 3, but in the risk of explaining something which will make it more confusing, it's a 3 where you don't really hear the 2 that much. So like a typical waltz thing is you hear 1, 2, 3, 1. And we just go 3, 1. We kind of swing it like a 6/8, but we play it like a blues like we did yesterday. It goes like this.
Wow.
3-1. Where's all the twos, Steve? I don't know.
That kind of blew my mind. Y'all having a good night? Well, it's about that time we do a drinking song.
Yeah.
I think we got time for probably one more good one. And Alex has a good one.
If you drink, you're gonna die. If you don't drink, you're gonna die. So why die thirsty? Why die thirsty? Why die thirsty? Let's all have a drink of water. Water. Burke, water. Yeah.
This is a man with a beer named after him.
I like to drink water, fish, and that stuff.
Well, this is a little song that is the saddest polka of all time. Somebody was asking, I think Bill was asking, if there is such a thing as a sad polka. And this is a sad polka. It's called In Heaven There Is No Beer. In C. I'm going to put the button accordion on because I think we need to get that tuba bass in there. One, two, three. Im Himmel, da gibt's kein Bier, drum trinken wir es hier, denn sind wir nicht ein hier. Saufen die anderen unser Bier. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all the friends will be drinking all the beer.
Cerveza que beber, por eso ando tomando noche y día, cuando se me llegue el día, en el mundo seguirá la perrusquía.
Everybody in heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer.
Thanks, everybody. Alex Meixner, Josh Baca, Max Baca, Burke Riley. I'm Steve Riley. This is Cedric Watson, Jonathan Freilich, Glenn Hartman. Thank you.
And if you guys don't want to hear one more, you got to make some noise out there. Oh, yeah, thank you, folks. Make some noise. We'll do one more for you guys, all right?
Thanks, y'all. This has been a great run.
Now to Joe Cabral and is Rod here? Where's Rod? Is Rod with you?
Rod Hodges, did he come? He's not here. No, he ain't here.
How about this song?
Late at night.
We'll do one more for you, everybody. I want to thank everyone here at the George Wein Center for having us. And thanks to the crew, Jeff Thistlewaite, who's with us doing sound, and I want to thank Katie, my wife Katie, my sister-in-law Jessica,
Gabriel.
and Chloe. And we'll give you a little taste of right South Central Louisiana to send you off.
Hey, Steve, you never said where you were from.
Hey, how come Burke didn't play
South Central
accordion
Louisiana.
today?
I'm from Mamu, and this is a song that I heard and have loved all my life.
Mardi Gras! Mardi Gras! Ay, ay, ay.
Les Mardi Gras s'en viennent tout partout, tout le tour des mouilleurs. Ça passe moi parole de la charité. Quand même si c'est une patate des gâteaux. Go, Glenn, go! Les Mardi Gras sont sur un grand voyage, tout le tour des mouilleurs. Ça passe moi par homme de la charité. Quand même si c'est un gourmet qui troque travailler.
Ay, ay, ay. With la guitarra. Alex!
Hey, Josh!
Kings, man. Give it up to the Accordion Kings.